Live from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Washington Nationals going up against the New York Yankees. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And we got a rubber match on our hands today, partner.
Yeah, the final game of a 3-game set. They've split the first two, and regardless of how important a series is within the larger picture of the season, it's a game you want to get up for. Every series win feels good, so we should see a fun matchup in this one.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. First pitch moments away, and on the hill, Gerrit Cole. Chris, it's a little more common these days, but still, he's a strikeout per inning type of guy.
Well, I hear you about the strikeouts. A lot more guys striking out today, but when you consider having the ability to get that strikeout, particularly when you need it, a man on third, less than 2 outs, situations where, yeah, maybe you're not a real high strikeout guy, but just knowing you have the swing and miss stuff in a big spot, I think it's real critical, and he's got it.
Next offering is in for a strike. When Cole's brother-in-law Brandon Crawford took him deep, Cole signed a pair of spikes for Brandon Crawford. One that said adios pelota and the other one that said out of here.
Yeah, calls by the great John Muller and Dwayne Kuiper of the San Francisco Giants.
As we take a look at the Nationals lineup, and a guy having a big year for him, Riley Adams.
And Boog, he's a guy who loves coming up with the chance to drive in his teammates. It's like he finds another level of focus, batting over 300 with runners in scoring position this season. And you know what? Because of that, I wonder if the guys in front of him will see some better pitches to hit, because you don't want to put any free base runners on with him looming in the on-deck circle.
And that one is lifted in the air. Ortega under this one. 2 away.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
Third, the designated hitter,
Joey Meneses digs in now. 4th on the batting average leaderboard in the National League. Here's a 1-1. And he pumps it a strike.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
1-2 now. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Back now in the Bronx, getting the nod in this one, Walter Muller. What do you have on him, Singy?
He touched the 9th inning his last time out. Really wanted the complete game, didn't get it, but he did get the W. They'd love to see him pitch deep into this one again.
The 1-1 is fouled off. And a pitch. That one back up the middle, and it gets through.
Really nice job, a 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Pitch was on the outside, didn't go the other way with it, but still a nice job of using the big part of the field to find a hole. No way he hits it that well if he hooks around the baseball there.
The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
Oh, now he's got 2 runners on after that walk, and things can get out of hand in a hurry in these situations, so he's going to have to find a way to get back into the strike zone.
Peraza, the lead runner, out at second. Ortega on at first with nobody out. On the ground, 2 ball. There's one. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. Now here's Giancarlo Stanton, the leading home run hitter in the American League. That one hammered center field. Back there. It bangs off the wall, and they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead. To second, but way too late. Safe there.
Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Labor Torres up to hit. Hitless in the first 2 games of the series. He's 0 for 8. And the righty deals. Swings and misses. That is strike 2.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. And now here is Oswaldo Cabrera. Swung on, belted. Thomas going back some more, and he brings it into the warning track. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's now a 1-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Welcome back at the plate, Jarred Kelenic.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level. I love that Gerrit Cole is sort of a throwback guy out there on the mound, sort of that classic power pitcher. He's going to attack with that fastball, move it all around the edges of the zone, and when he has to, fill up the strike zone with confidence that hitters can't touch it.
Now batting Jurickson Profar. Next offering down in the dirt. Cole, of course, the first overall pick by the Pirates in the 2011 draft out of UCLA, and really blossomed as he moved from Pittsburgh to Houston in 2018. The next offering misses. Now 3-1.
He's one of the 2 pitchers to strike out 14 batters in 3 consecutive games. Pedro Martinez was the other to do it, but Gerrit Cole, again, just a dominant pitcher that wants to finish what he starts.
And a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
He was all over that one. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. Now batting Jeimer Candelario. 2 for 7 in the series so far. Next offering is in for a strike. Profar leads off first with 1 away. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact. Not what he wanted to do there, Boog. That keeps this inning alive and gives this offense a good chance to cut into their deficit.
Here's Lane Thomas. That one in for a strike, 2-2. And now it's filled up. So both runners should be on the move here on the full count pitch.
Yeah, this is a good chance to tie up this ball game. See if he can find some open grass in the outfield.
Looping, breaking ball, and he struck him out. So the Nats leave a pair. They trail here 1-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for the Yankees, Kyle Higashioka. And a 1-1. And another ball. He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. Tracks it down for the out. And there's 1 down.
Batting 8, the first baseman, Josh.
Here's Josh Donaldson. 0 for 6 in the series so far. Hard ground ball, base knock.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Adalberto Mondesi up to the plate. Ground ball right side. Has some trouble with it. Now he gets it to the pitcher covering the bag. And they get it out of the play. Michael Chavis. He'll play first base after the injury. Back to the top of the lineup, Oswald Peraza, the next to hit. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Runner leads away at second. Got him. Out number 3. 1 left for the Yankees. They lead it 1-0. set for the start of the inning. And now, Riley Adams.
The catcher, Riley Adams.
And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. In the dirt. Sends it to first. Leadoff man retired here in the third.
You hear people talk about letting the ball travel so often in terms of a hitting approach, and that's a great example why right there. If he's willing to let that curveball get a little deeper into the zone before he commits, he's way more likely to recognize that it's making a beeline for the dirt. On the other side, still a nice two-strike pitch, though.
Here's C.J. Abrams to hit. Next one off the plate inside. And that's ball 3. And that's in for a strike. Center field. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, the second baseman.
And now it's Luis Garcia. Hit it well, but flied out to the deepest part of the outfield his first time. Just missed.
Well, this is the type of hitter you want up in this situation. Some sluggers coming up behind him. He's so good at moving runners, but also getting on base. See if he can be patient here.
And here it comes. Gets the slider in there for a strike.
3-1 count. Saying to himself, I've got to get a fastball here. Just spins a get me over breaking ball to bring the count full.
The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
Boog, do you think you could draw a walk in the bigs if we gave you enough at bats?
Oh, that's a good question. I think that if they gave the pitcher a false scouting report on me, yes, I think I could draw a walk. Peraza brings it in for the 3rd out. And welcome back. And now the center fielder, Rafael Ortega.
The center fielder, Rafael.
That one is absolutely belted. And it's gone. Home run. He'll circle the bases, and they boost their lead. It's 2-0.
A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. Judge rips that one. Could be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in. And Aaron Judge cruising into second. He's got a double.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Here's Stanton now. Doubled his first time up. On the ground to third. And he picks it up in foul territory.
You know, these Yankees showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely.
Now this one gets through. Here comes the Judge around third. He'll score easily, and they lead by 3.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Gleyber Torres up to the plate. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Kicks and deals. Stays alive. Stanton aboard here at first with nobody out. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
Well, a great back and forth, and that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow, Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
And that one gets down, fair ball. 1 run is in. Garcia with a relay home. He beats it safe. It's 5-0.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. Just a really nice job of turning on that pitch and smoking it down the line. And there's no one playing there, so once it drops in fair, you're on your way to extra bases.
Chopped out in front of the plate. On to first. Gets the catcher by a step. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, and they have this new ballpark that is absolutely gorgeous, but there's still some of that old school feel to it. The 1-1. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss.
Yeah, you have to connect the past with the present, and they did a really nice job of the Monument Park out there where you can go and walk through and see the legends. This is New York, and it is the greatest city, I would say, in the country, if not the world. So you expect them to build a ballpark that's going to be incredibly rich in that tradition.
And he deals upstairs. What about as a left-handed hitter and how short that porch is in right field? Were you ever tempted to just try and think in terms of leaning on something as a left-handed hitter and just trying to yank it over the right field wall?
I don't think I needed to be tempted to do that. I think that's all I was, trying to do, because I didn't have a whole lot of power.
Battling here as he fouls it away. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes. That ends the inning. So 4 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 3 innings complete. It's the Yankees 5 and the Nationals nothing. Back here in New York as we go to the top of the 4th. Now it's the Nationals cleanup hitter, Gerrit. And there's a ball. On the ground to third. Gets it to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Here's the left fielder, Jurickson Profar. Single to right at his first trip. That misses the zone. Now 2 balls and a strike. Saying 4 homers in 22 games at Old Yankee Stadium. What do you remember?
Well, I remember my rookie year hitting 2 in 1 game. And, before that game in the clubhouse, there was a gentleman there who owned a suit company there in downtown Manhattan. And he said to me, "Hey, kid, you hit a home run in the game tonight. Come over to the store tomorrow and I'll give you a free suit."
Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Not in time. He's safe.
The first baseman, number 6, Michael.
Here's Chavis now, taking his first at bat of the game after entering on defense. Here comes a pitch. There's the strike.
So I went into the game. I happened to hit 2 when I walked into the store the next day, and he looked at me and said, "You're trying to put me out of business, aren't you?" And that was a great experience that I had as a rookie playing against the Yankees, playing in New York.
Hit weakly on the ground. Goes to second. Safe there. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Didn't exactly square that one up, but sometimes you don't have to. Good bad ball hitting right there. Just kind of threw the barrel at the ball, trying to protect with 2 strikes, and sometimes it works out well for you. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
Strike 2. So did Super Joe give you 2 suits?
Super Joe hooked me up with 2 suits.
In the air to left center. Cabrera drifts towards it. He's got it, and there's 2 away. So first and second with 2 outs. Up now for Washington, Lane Thomas. He's 0 for 1. The pitch. In the air, fairly deep to right field. And that'll do it. So the Nats leave a pair. It's 5-0. Back at Yankee Stadium, now Oswald Peraza. That one drilled left field. Makes the grab, and there's 1 down.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
That one fouled off, 2-2.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
And he can't come up with it. One down. Here comes Aaron Judge. That's hard hit on the line. And that's just foul. Aaron Judge in 2016 got 95 plate appearances and hit just 179. He kept that number 179 in the notes section on his iPhone the entire offseason. And then in 2017, he had 52 homers and won the Rookie of the Year.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They had eyes on it, man. Sometimes it
can't glove it cleanly. Ortega coming home. He scores. It's 6-0.
For you growing up in New York City, I mean, you're a big sports fan. Tell me about your experience with the Yankees growing up.
I really went to Shea Stadium more than I did to Yankee Stadium. I grew up a Phillies fan. There was one game, though, that I went to as a kid. I sat in the upper deck. It was the game that Bo Jackson hit 3 homers in his first 3 plate appearances. The throw in time to get him, and that does it for the inning. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. On to the top of the 5th we go. Yankees 6 and the Nationals nothing. Back here at the ballpark, new inning getting started, and now up for Washington, Riley Adams. 1-2 now. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time.
Liner, and that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. In safely, it's a leadoff double in the 5th.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
And now here's the Nationals leadoff man, C.J. Abrams. The 1-1 just missed.
Well, these Nats need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. Just 1 extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
Runner at second, nobody out. Two. Tap to first. Donaldson. He takes it on his own. 1 away here in the 5th. Next to hit for the Nats, Luis Garcia. And a 2-1 on the way. That one missed.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Now time called at the plate. 1 away with a runner at third. Line drive, base hit. And it kicks off the base of the wall. He pulls into second, and a run comes in to score.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
And here comes the Yankees manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Gerrit Cole is done in this one, and we'll be back with their first arm out of the pen after a quick break. Frankie Montas on the pitch here.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
And here is Joey Meneses. And the pitch. That's in there. 1-2. This to center field. Nice grab on the run. Runner tags and goes to third. Ball back in quickly. Runner holds at third.
The right fielder, number 12, Gerrit Kelnick.
Here's Gerrit Kelnick.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
And a pitch. Activity in the bullpen. Number 97 getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Peralta, the power lefty, up as well. And that's outside.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. And boy, umpire did give him the call. I bet you if he throws it again, hitter knows he's going to have to swing it.
Next offering finds the zone and the count is full. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Couldn't catch up to the heater. They get a run on 2 hits, no errors. So they turn to the lefty in this spot, Tim Cate. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. Back for more from the Bronx. John Shabby with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom 5, Kyle Higashioka. The pitch. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. The pitch. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And that's a strikeout looking. Couldn't pull the trigger on a fastball at the knees. Now it's Josh Donaldson's turn to hit. In the air, left field, Profar. Ranges to his right. Brings it in with a nice running grab. And there's 2 away. And now it's switch hitting third baseman at Alberto Mondesi. Now a check swing, but he held up. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. That one carried. And it's out of here. A shot to left. And they add a run. It's 7-1.
He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrist to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
So the batting order turns over, and the batter now, Oswald Peraza. At the belt and fires. Swing and a ground ball out to short. The throw to first, and that is that. Solo homer extends the Yankees lead. It's now 7-1. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back in the Bronx, now the left fielder, Jurickson Profar.
The left fielder, number 10.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some guys. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse, go after hitters and get quick outs.
Action in the pen down there. Number 97 getting ready to go. Righty delivers. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
See how the catcher wanted that pitch up and in. Wanted to try to tie him up. That's the one thing we're seeing, that high fastball. You have to get it up there because of how hitters have changed their swings.
fights it off. He'll see another. Right-handed reliever. That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning.
You know, Boog, there always seems to be that oh-no moment for the pitcher when he's lost control of his pitch, and most of the time, it's right when he lets it go. He knows that it's not headed where he intended it to go.
Caught him looking for the K.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat-out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Kicks and fires. And that's in for a strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Good eye right there. Line drive. Oh, he gloves it.
Clearly stole a base hit right there. Excellent job. Great athleticism by the shortstop to make that leaping catch to bring it down. It was a line drive headed for the outfield.
Lane Thomas digging in for the Nationals. Next pitch misses way outside.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
2-1 pitch is in there, and the count is even. And the right-hander deals. And now the count filled up 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Fouled off again. And it remains 3-2. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and a runner left. 2-3-4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Yankees 7 and the Nats 1. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, here's the center fielder, Rafael Ortega. That misses. 2 balls and a strike. Ground ball right side. Chavis tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. 1 away, bottom of the 6th. Here is Aaron Judge. 1-1 now. Up the middle. And it gets by him. So man aboard. And here is Giancarlo Stanton. Next offering is in for a strike. Judge leads off first with 1 away. On the ground, could be 2. To second, pulls him off the bag. Here's Gleyber Torres.
Now the second baseman.
Out towards left center. Profar under it. He's got it. That's out number 2. Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder Oswaldo Cabrera. 2 on, 2 outs.
That's a ball.
That's a strike across the top of the zone.
2 strikes.
And down on strikes. That ends the frame. Yanks strand a pair, and they're on top 7-1. Number 97 on to pitch out of the pen here.
Well, you see the ERA very solid. And that doesn't always tell you the whole story, but he's been really good so far this year.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Riley Adams, 1 for 2. Next offering is in for a strike. Got it by him for the K.
Just couldn't catch up on the low 90s fastball right there, and that's a result of a good job of changing speeds. Off-speed pitch on the one before, then sped him up. Pitchers that don't throw real hard have to rely on location and mixing up the speeds. That wasn't the best location with the fastball, but clearly that wasn't the pitch he was looking for at the plate either.
Luis Garcia now at the plate. Abrams stands at first with 1 out. Pitch misses there, and the count's even at 2. And there he goes on the ground. Torres. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion.
Well, he didn't recognize changeup earlier enough. Got out in front a little bit, rolled over on it, and beat it into the ground.
Next for the Nationals is the DH, Joey Meneses. The 1-1. And he gets that fastball by him upstairs.
Well, you know this guy wants a pitch up, something that he can hit hard and drive over the wall. But you've got to set your sights down a little bit. You can't lose your discipline and go after a pitch that you just can't do anything with.
Makes the catch, inning over. Nationals lead. Welcome back. Set for the last half of the 7th. And here's the catcher, Kyle Higashioka. And it stays fair.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Off the bat, that one registered at 105 miles per hour, man. That is smoking, and these days you hear it all the time, but the numbers just don't lie. If you can drive a ball like that, more often than not, you're picking up a knock.
Nobody out, runner at first. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
And a pitch. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. Out of here. Home run number 5 on the season, and they tack on to their lead. It's 9-1.
Changeup up in the zone is a hitter's dream. It's a BP fastball, but you're playing in real time. Most times, the pitcher's asking for a new baseball, just like right there.
That's to third. On to Chavis. And one away in the bottom of the 7th.
Now batting, shortstop, Oswald Peraza.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Oswald Peraza. Line drive, caught.
Yikes, that ball was scorched, an absolute missile, and it almost becomes self-defense as the fielder. When one of those things comes screaming towards you, watch your lips.
Here's a 1-2. In the air, right side. Kelnick in position. And that is that. 2-run blast for the Yankees this inning. And they're starting. We go to the 8th. And now Gerrit Kelnick.
The right fielder, number 12, Gerrit Kelnick.
Next offering is fouled back. Left-hand batter waits. And now it's even up.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Got him swinging.
Way out in front of that inside pitch there, and just exactly the opposite kind of approach that you want with 2 strikes. You want to let the ball travel, make sure you recognize it, try to shorten up so that you can at least put the ball in play. Clearly fooled, but I think even more so, you question the 2-strike approach.
Right-hander kicks, deals, and delivers outside. Fouled back our way, and that's out of play. And the pitch. Tapped softly on the ground. Mondesi fires over to first. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
Now batting, the first baseman, Michael.
2 outs, base is empty. Michael Chavis digging in for the Nationals. Chavis drafted as a shortstop. And the next pitch is way outside. Line to left, and that's a fair ball. And now it rolls all the way to the wall. Throws to second. Not going to get him. He's in there.
That could be a really tough pitch to handle, a front door breaking ball, but he did a great job staying in there, keeping that front shoulder closed. He didn't spin off the ball and hook it foul, which happens so many times.
Up now for Washington, Ildemaro Vargas. Next offering is in for a strike. And that one almost got him. Chavis stands at second with 2 gone. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Man at second. Out to short, Peraza. Tosses to first, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. Bottom of the 8th. Now it's the right fielder, Aaron Judge. The lefty ready, and a 1-1. And strike 2.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Misses outside, and that's ball 2. And he grounds one back up the middle. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. And the leadoff man aboard.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach, paying off.
On the ground to first, could be 2. To second for 1. And they get him easily at first. It's a double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
On to Chavis. Play made, that ends the inning. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound. Clay Holmes.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Lane Thomas getting ready to hit.
Well, no base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me. Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If he can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
And here it comes. Fouls it off, still 1-2. And the righty deals. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Boog, get back on track. His team needs him.
Ripped to short. Slings it across. Now only 1 out remaining. So the Nats lineup turns over. C.J. Abrams digging in for the Nationals as the Nationals are down to their final out. Next offering is in for a strike. On the ground to third. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Yankees slug their way to a win in this one.
I'd say these guys really needed to win this game today. It pushed them over the top to win the series, which is great. But when you go on the road, going into some hostile territory, you want to have a lot of confidence, and you want to be feeling really good about how you're playing, as well as to your left and your right, your teammates, that they're on track as well.
9-1 is how it ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi.